Hi, thank you for coming, and we're going to fix dinner right now. We're going to fix dinner in Grandma Roseanne's kitchen, and it's going to be an all-time favorite of our family. We're going to make orange chicken, and you know it's that succulent, beautifully crusted chicken that you get at the mall or at Panda Express. But do you know those places don't use any orange in the orange chicken? So wrong. They use food coloring. Just a touch of red creates orange. No food coloring here. This is going to be exquisite, and it's going to have real orange juice. So the very first thing we want to do is make the sauce. Now here I have oyster sauce. If you're not familiar with it, looks like this, common in any, are you able to see that, cameraman? Common in any Asian store, you can find it anywhere. So we need a half a cup of oyster sauce. Before I understood Asian cooking, I thought, oyster sauce, that would be awful, it would be so fishy, it would be terrible. Boy, was I wrong. It is not terrible and it is not fishy. Then we have a half a cup of sugar. And then here comes the orange juice. Just think about that. Fresh squeezed orange juice, 3 ounces. Okay, now soy sauce. I'm sure most everyone is familiar with soy sauce, but you may not be as familiar with hoisin. And hoisin sauce is really delicious. It's sweet, it's mild, it's flavorful, and it's kind of a thicker sauce, so it is absolutely delicious. Now, we need 2 tablespoons of soy, 1 tablespoon of hoisin, and it's right in here. I just dumped them both into one. And then we want 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. It gives it a little color, it gives it a little bite. Then we want to take this up to a simmer. Just incorporate all of those beautiful flavors. So we are at a very nice simmer here, and now we need our thickening agent. So here I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I have 3 ounces of rice wine vinegar. And we want to mix that up. This is called a slurry. Turn you down. The one thing about cooking anything Asian is you really need everything prepared ahead. Everything. All right. There. Now we will pour that in. You see how it's completely it's completely blended? You see that? It goes in. We're going to bring it up, and it doesn't take but just a moment, and it becomes thick. See that? See that? Just a moment. So we're going to let this kind of cook for just a couple of minutes. Then we're going to set this aside. We're going to work with the chicken. As this is thickening, I'm going to add just a little bit of chili flakes to it, just to give it a little bit of snap. And orange zest.
Oh, there it comes.
There. This is thickening beautifully. Look at that's what you're looking for. Okay, thick enough. And now we're going to turn the heat off. I'm going to set it aside. We're going to start working with the chicken. Now we are ready for our tempura batter. I've got the oil up to temperature. 1.5 cups of tempura, dry ingredient in here, and I have 1 cup of beer. You can use water if you'd like. Beer gives it a very, very nice flavor. And this is going to make a very light batter. A batter that's just about like a pancake batter. I'll show you what it should look like. And sometimes, you know, when you're doing a recipe, it just doesn't quite look like it should. Add a little bit to it or take a little bit away, whatever is required. Okay, that's your consistency. That's pancake batter. Now it's time to fry our chicken. So we dredged it and then we dipped it and now we're going to fry it. Now my grease is at 350 and you're going to want it between 350 and 365, and that is perfect for frying this chicken. You want to fry it in relatively small batches because that's going to just allow the chicken to really crisp up and to not steam together. It's amazing how much your temperature will drop. I put it in at 360, it's down to 307. So we're going to have to kick that temperature back up, but that happens when you add ingredients. If you have an aversion to using beer when you're cooking or wine, I will tell you that it really enhances the flavor. If you have a problem with using alcohol in your cooking, understand that it does burn off. So most of it, if not all of it, is gone. So you're just left with the beautiful flavor. Oh, these look wonderful. What do you think? I think it's good. I got a thumbs up from the cameraman right now. Okay, we're ready for our next batch to come out. These are looking fantastic. Now, how do I know they're ready? Because I actually have a thermometer and I poke it to make sure that we are at 165 degrees, and we are. So they are done. Now this is our last batch to go in, and then we will work on our sauce and getting the whole thing incorporated. Oops. He wants to go in for a double fry. You don't get a double fry. No, everybody gets one turn. Now, did I overcrowd the pan? Yes, I did. Okay, it's the last batch, and we want to eat, so I did overcrowd the pan. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? Don't overcrowd your pan. I want to make sure, just for a safety factor, that we are at the right temperature. I have a instant read thermometer here. I just stick it right to the middle. It should read 165. We are at 165. We are good. Now, anything below that you want to be careful of. You want to be cautious. You want to be safe with chicken, and 165 is safe. Now I'm going to remove the chicken from this wok. Oh, Roseanne, I don't have a wok. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have a wok for years. Just do it in a pan, for heaven's sakes. Doesn't matter, the end result, hitting the table is going to be perfect anyway. Don't worry about the little things like that. This is what we have created thus far. Now we are on to the next stage. I removed the oil that we were frying the chicken in. That has been set aside. But now I have 2 tablespoons of oil ready to just come up to temperature. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the onion. I have about 1/4 of a cup of onions in here. Going to give those a quick saute. We want all the flavors to blend. We don't want that, yeah, we got onion on this one. We don't want that. Nobody enjoys that. And as this sautés, I will tell you what I have here. 1½ teaspoons of garlic minced. I have 1/2 teaspoon of ginger powder. And then I have the tops of some scallion. So we're going to let the onions go first, because they will take the longest. We want to get that raw taste out of that onion. I'm really excited to show this to you guys because I think it's a very fast meal. It's an outrageously enjoyable meal. You could serve this to anyone, and if they turn their nose up at this, you just need a different group of friends. And it's very inexpensive if you are going to be feeding a family And this is 1000% child friendly. So now my herbs that I have in here, my ginger, my garlic, and the garlic powder and the scallions are all gonna go in. Just like that. Here's where you're getting your intense flavor. Okay? That looking good? I don't know how good it's looking to you, but I'm telling you, it is smelling outrageous. The predominant fragrance that is coming up here is the ginger. You know that ginger comes from a rhizome. It's not a root, it's not a seed, it's a rhizome, and very, very easy to grow. So last year I planted quite a bit of ginger. I went to pull it up, I had a total failure. I had rotten rhizomes, so I don't know what I did wrong, but that's okay, because this year I'm gonna learn to do it right. Okay, now what we're gonna do is put our chicken back in. Gonna give it a quick stir. And we're going to put our sauce in. Whoa! Doesn't that sound exciting? Oh my word, that sounds exciting. And just look at how gorgeous it is. Wow. And it's made with orange juice, and it's made with orange zest. And there is no orange food color in it. Oh, this is amazing, you guys. Okay. If you want a vegetable to go with this, broccoli is really a good pair with that. If you just cut some florets, pop them in your microwave, let them go for just maybe 3 minutes, sprinkle a little bit of water on them, and they are perfect. I just didn't do that with this particular dish, but I've done it that way before. All right, I think we're about ready to eat. What do you think? Well, here we are, and dinner is complete. And the one thing when you make a dish like this, the preparation is important. Have everything prepared, have everything ready, have everything measured, because the cooking time is 1, 2, 3, done. But the preparation time can take a little bit of time. So what I have done on the top of this is I sprinkle some sesame seeds because I love them. A little bit of the tops of scallions. We've got some jasmine rice, which cameraman made, and I love the aroma of jasmine rice. So it's just about taking a bite to see if we got it as good as the mall. Nope, we did not. We got it better. We got it better. That orange just pops in your mouth. It pops. It's fantastic. So, I love it. I hope you will try it. Just give it a shot. You might have to pick up a couple of ingredients, but the oyster sauce, if you don't have it, the hoisin sauce, readily available in most grocery stores, always available in Asian stores, and they're just a few dollars, and they will that. So, come back. Subscribe. Oh, I'm definitely going to leave the ingredients below. Hit the bell, you guys. It'll tell you when we're doing another video because we're doing them every single day. So thank you, enjoy, bon appetit, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.